Hello. Welcome to Enchanted Forest Dressmakers. How may I help you today? Oh, wonderful. So you have a special event coming up and you'd like a magical dress for the occasion? Oh, yes, then you've definitely come to the right place. I can assure you of that. So, is there anything in particular that you had in mind? Okay, so you're just kind of browsing. Well, yeah, that's no problem at all. Now, what was the occasion that you're purchasing the dress for? Mm-hmm. Oh, how nice. So it's the winter ball. Okay. Now, whose castle will this be held at? Okay. Yes, I know for a fact that her castle has several different glass elements to it. Yes, exactly. It's kind of par for the course since the whole glass slipper incident. So I think what we'll need to do then is maybe look for a dress that has a lot of either sequins or glitter on it, something that kind of catches the light and reflects it, kind of as glass and crystal do. I think that'll be perfect. How does that sound? Lovely. Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'm just going to kind of take your measurements so that we can get an idea of what size dress we'll be looking for, and then I can kind of narrow it down your selections based upon that. And I'll show you a few of our most popular selections that fit into your budget and into the measurement category. Yeah, exactly. And then we'll go from there. All right. Okay. Well, what I'll have you do is I'll have you just stand in the back there for me. We have a little private measuring room. That way you won't have to stand in the middle of the store to be measured. And you can head on back there and then I'll be right with you. I'm just going to grab my clipboard so that I can jot down the dimensions, okay? Okay. Alright, so I will have you just, are you comfortable? Do you need anything to drink or anything? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask you. Okay, well, if you feel a little bit parched or anything, just let me know. We have a few different refreshments on hand, okay? Okay. So just kind of stand as you normally would and just as comfortably as possible. And that way I can assure that you get a good fit when I take the measurements, okay? Great. So I'll have you stretch out your arms and I'll kind of get a measurement from there first, okay? Okay. Okay, let's see here. All right. And then I'm going to come around front, take another measurement just so I make sure I get an accurate count there. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to get a measurement from basically your ankles all the way up to your neck. So I'll have you put down your arms now for me if you would. Great. All right, perfect. Okay. Now, will we be looking for a hat today too, or just mainly the dress? Just just the dress. Okay, so then I won't need to worry about measuring your head circumference. All right, well, we're done with that then. Oh, one more thing. Let me get around your waist, of course. Okay. Perfect. And then I'm actually just going to wrap the measuring tape really quick around your bust area, around your chest, so just so I can get a measurement of that as well, okay? Alright. Perfect. So we're all set with that. So I'll have you follow me back out into the main gallery, or the showroom, and then we'll kind of have a look at some of the dresses that I think might be great for you. Your size is actually perfect, so a vast majority of our dresses will be ideal for your measurements, so that's the good news, yeah. And what kind of is your price range? What were you looking to spend today? Okay, well, yeah, that's a good amount actually, so that doesn't narrow down our selections very much at all, so that's great. Okay, so I'll have you follow me, and we'll head on over to the first dress that I think might be great for you, and I think it'll work perfectly with your hair and your skin tone. Alright, this first dress we have here. Now all of our dresses are enchanted, as you know, so they each possess a magical quality that, a unique magical quality that you won't find elsewhere in any of the other dresses. In addition to being absolutely gorgeous, they will provide you with an enchanted effect, if you will. So that's wonderful. So you're paying a bit more, but of course you're getting extremely high quality, and you're getting that enchanted aspect of the dress. They are all custom made here. We have a staff of very talented seamstresses. We have a sorceress employed here, as well as a couple fairies, and then of course the woodland animals always lend a hand when they're available. Yes, exactly. So this first dress is made entirely of silk that's spun by the Enchanted Forest silkworms. So this one will actually allow you to eat whatever you like while you're wearing the dress, and you won't put on any weight whatsoever. So essentially all of the calories are null and void while you're wearing the dress. So this is particularly useful if you're going to a ball that may have quite a few decadent desserts that you're really wanting to indulge in, or a feast of some sort. Yes, I know. I had a dress similar to this one. This one is our lavender edition. It's gorgeous. I love the lavender color, and as you can see along the collar, it has some periwinkle beading. But this one is absolutely gorgeous. I had one in an emerald color, and I was tempted to wear it all the year round, just for the simple fact that it doesn't allow you to put on any weight, and I love to indulge. But it is quite a tight fit, so it's not the most comfortable dress, but if you're looking for a dress that will allow you to kind of get away with eating whatever you care to eat at the ball, this is definitely an option that you may want to consider. Now, yeah, I know for a fact Sleeping Beauty and Snow White, they both had a similar dress, purchased one that was quite similar to this, one in red and one in green, for their Christmas parties. So, yeah. But there's another one here. Let me see here. Ah, this one. This is made out of a similar material. It's a lovely rose color, almost a dusty rose, and it has some gorgeous ivory embellishments along the hem here. I love them, yeah. They're almost like little rosettes, so it goes along with the theme of the floral theme of the dress. This dress is quite unique in that it's actually imbued with a variety of different floral enchantments. So it will allow you to smell like different sorts of bouquets all throughout the night. So you might smell like a rose when you walk into the ball, and 10 minutes later you'll smell like a handful of lilies. So, and it is quite intoxicating and mesmerizing, the perfume. So I do have to warn you of that. You'll probably be making fast friends with all of the gentlemen at the party that evening, so be forewarned. Yes. Let me see here. And that is within, both of those are within your price range as well. So, let me see here. I had another one in mind over here in the same kind of material. This one, here we go. It's a lovely ivory color, and it has bits of black trim, which I always love the contrast of having the ivory or the white with the black. It's just so lovely, so elegant and simple, I feel. Yes, this is a very very lengthy dress. So if you notice, the other ones I showed you go just past your knees. This one will go to your ankles, and in fact, given your measurements, we may have to hem it up a bit just because it is rather long. We don't want it dragging on the floor, do we? This one will actually allow you to look 10 years younger, which is, I mean, you already look so lovely. So, but if you do want to look a bit younger, I always recommend this one for high school reunions and college reunions, those sort of things, or family get-togethers where you want to look a little bit extra nice, extra special. But this one's great, just to give you that youthful glow. And you really don't even need to wear makeup while you're wearing this one, because it really brings out your inner beauty. So this one's lovely. And that one is at the top end of your price range, but given that you won't have to go, get a makeover or anything, it does save you some money there. So, yeah. All right. Now I wanted to go over here to this section of the store over here. These are more of our kind of cotton fabrics. So exactly, they are very simple and very subtle pieces, but the embellishments really send them over the top, and cotton is already so much more comfortable than silk, so you're going to get a really good wear out of them. And not to mention, you may be able to wear them in other occasions other than the ball. So even though you may be spending a pretty penny on your dress today, you're going to be able to wear it in other circumstances. So that's great for these cotton dresses. Okay, this one here is lovely. It's actually, yes, these are all 100% cotton, and they're actually grown in the Neverland cotton fields. And the fairies help to pick all of the cotton, and of course Neverland cotton doesn't have any thorns, so this is cruelty-free. And I love this one because it's so quirky. It has these buttons as embellishments along the hem here and also along the neckline. I think it's absolutely amazing the way they look. And of course the fabric is this gorgeous burgundy color, and then the buttons are this absolutely amazing kind of rose color, and then there's some that are white thrown in. So it's a lovely dress, and even though there are buttons, it is still quite elegant, I feel, because the buttons are quite glittery. So yes, this is more of an offbeat dress, definitely. You'd most assuredly be making a statement if you chose this one. This dress is great because it will allow you to float. It makes you virtually weightless. So you will have to bring a date along when you wear this dress, or else you'll float right off into the air. So you'll have to be careful about that. But it's lovely to go on the dance floor and literally float around the dance floor. So I wore this or someone similar to it a few years back when I attended a wedding, and yes, it did make quite a statement. Okay, and we have this other one here. This one right here. It's a wonderful, almost oceanic blue color. And again, this one goes to your ankles, so we might have to have this hemmed up just a bit because it is rather long. And you notice all the cotton dresses, even though they are cotton, they are quite fluffy and yeah, rather full in the skirt area, for the simple fact that we do put layers and layers of cotton underneath, and some of them even have hoop skirts. So it gives it a little bit of an extra elegance, I feel, and really takes it from just a normal dress to an elegant evening dress. So yeah. Now this is actually one of our most popular cotton designs, for the simple fact that it allows you to take the shape of anything you like while you're wearing it. So while most people, I must say, don't go to the extremes and shapeshift into a tiger or a cat or a bear or anything of that nature, you can change things subtly about your appearance. For instance, if you wanted to have auburn hair for the night rather than your hair color, you would simply make that minor change and it would last, the effect would last the entirety of the night, or as long as you had on the dress. So exactly, so if you wanted to change your eye color, you could do that very simply with the snap of your fingers, and voila. Yeah, so this is why it's one of the biggest sellers, because you really don't have to worry about doing anything before the event to prepare for it, because if you decide to change your hair color or even your makeup, anything of that nature, your hair length, you can change it very simply in a matter of seconds. And this is actually the handiwork of the sorceress who lives up near the Black Mountain. She, yeah, I actually contracted her to help me with this particular dress because I heard about her expertise and I thought it was perfect. So I asked her to help me and she obliged, yeah. It is a little bit pricier. It's at the top end of your budget, but it is well worth every penny, I can assure you, yeah. Okay, now this is the last one in our cotton line. I wanted to show you this one as well. It's a lovely mauve color. It has trims of black and white here and there. So it's a nice contrast piece, I feel. And again, it's the cotton, the layered cotton, so it's very light and airy, and the embellishments really, I think, set it apart from the rest. Now this one is a nice, or an appropriate one to wear to a party of any sort. It will allow you to tell others' fortunes, and I can assure you it's not one of those misguided fortune teller kind of things. They're always spot on. So this is quite a lovely one. And for each person that wears it, the fortune-telling abilities are somewhat different. So for instance, while one person may be able to wear it and tell someone's fortune just by looking into their eyes, another one may have to read their palm. So it all depends upon the person, the individual who's wearing it. Also, as you wear it, the longer you wear it, the more adept your ability will become. So rather than being able to just tell them what their fortune will be for the upcoming week, you might be able to tell them what the year ahead holds for them. So this is one of the few designs that we have that actually you, in a way, collect experience with. So, I have one of these dresses actually at home. This is one of my must-have dresses. It's like my little black dress, but not quite. And I've had it for several years, and I find whenever I wear it now, I'm able to just look at someone and tell their fortune right away, so that's lovely. Yeah, if there is a caveat to this dress. I mean, if you aren't really someone who cares to know about the future, then this definitely isn't the dress for you. And you won't be able to tell your own fortune, of course, even if you do look in the mirror. It just doesn't work that way for some reason, so. Okay, let's, I have one other line of dresses to show you, and then we'll be all set. Let me see here. Let's head on over here. Okay. These are lovely velvet dresses. Now, it's a very smooth velvet, and I feel that these are just, the texture and the color of them is so rich and so deep that it's gorgeous. It's very decadent, I guess you could say. This first one is an absolute lovely chocolate color, and there are embellishments along the hem here and along the neckline of a rose pink. So it's just, I love those two colors together, the pink and the chocolate. There's another dress I'll be showing you in just a couple minutes where it's the pink and the green, and I think that's another absolutely gorgeous color combination. But this one, it's just so lovely, and this particular dress, I actually call this dress the golden-tongued dress, for the simple fact that whenever you're wearing it, you'll know exactly what to say. And I mean the very words to say and the way to say them. If someone might be feeling a bit low, you'll always have an uplifting or motivational sentence just springing out of your mouth. Or if two people might be fighting at a party, you'll always know just what to say in order to kind of mend the fence. So this is a lovely dress if you feel a bit awkward when conversating with people, or if you are one who tends to kind of say the wrong thing at the wrong time when you're at events. I know I'm sometimes that way, even before I have any brandy or anything. I always get a bit tongue-tied, I guess you could say. So this dress really kind of gives you a golden tongue and allows you to say just the right thing at just the right time. So that's nice. And then this is the other dress I was telling you about. This is actually the final dress I wanted to show you today. And it's the pink and the green, and it's a lovely pale pink. And you'll notice at some points there's embellishments here that are almost a brighter pink, or a deeper pink, I suppose you could say. And then the green here is a lovely kind of almost lime green, so it's almost like a rose with leaves on it. That's what it reminds me of anyway. And this is an absolutely wonderful dress to have on hand if you're a bit of a wallflower at parties normally. It will really allow you to come out of your shell and get the self-confidence that you need to just kind of make your way around the room and schmooze with everybody. And so it's kind of similar to the last dress I showed you in that you'll always know what to say, but I think this one takes it a step further and really gives you more of a feeling of confidence. Not just knowing what to say, but really knowing how to handle yourself in such a way that you are thoroughly able to enjoy the party and not let your shyness, your timidness, or your feelings of kind of being awkward stand in the way of you enjoying yourself. So, yes, I love that dress. Yeah, I've never worn it actually because this is kind of a newer design we have. I just got it in the store a few weeks ago, so you're in luck. But I'm thinking about trying it out. There's a spring social event at Snow White's castle, I believe, sometime in March that I've heard about. And I just received my invitation, but I don't recall what the date is. But I'm thinking about wearing it to that, just because there are some people I don't necessarily know there, and I really don't want to let my shy tendencies stand in my way. So I might have to pick that one up or borrow it, whatever the case may be. But I love that color combination though. I really do. Okay, so is there one that kind of strikes your fancy? Okay, that's lovely. All right, let me get my clipboard and I can kind of go ahead and write down. All right. So you wanted that dress. Now, is there anything else you'd like it imbued with, such as we have little enchantments that we can add on to it? Is there anything else, I guess, that you want out of the dress that evening? Okay. Okay, so yeah, what we can do is we can enchant it with a love spell. Of course, you can't affect free will. That's part of the the rules. You can't break that golden rule. So what we can do though is make it so that maybe the sparks can rekindle a bit, and yeah, that's not a problem. Add that on. Yeah, usually with the add-ons we can just do kind of minor things, but that's not a problem. Just jotting that down. So now, what was the date of the event? When do you think you'd need your dress by? Yeah, I recommend picking it up at least a couple of days in advance, preferably more than a week, I'd say, just because you need to be able to make sure it fits in time. And yeah, I've had several women who've come in here and they've wanted to pick it up the day before, and something was a little off, or maybe the hem needed to be a few inches higher, but it was always kind of a rush to get that last minute stuff done. So okay, yeah, let's plan on about 2 weeks before the event. That way we can make any changes that need to be made. And if you have any enchantments, that, minor things that you'd like to add on, just give me a call and I can do that. It's $50 per enchantment, but the first one is always free. So. Now, is there anything about the dress that you want a little bit altered in terms of the appearance of the dress itself? No, you liked it just as it was. Okay, that's terrific. That's what I like to hear. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll go ahead and place the order for the dress. This particular dress actually has to be custom made. There's a woman in Neverland who does a fantastic job with these particular dresses, and so I always send them over to her, and then she sends them back to me well in advance, just so we can get them enchanted here. Yes, all of the magical activity is done in-house, so you won't have to worry about any of that being done at the last minute, because that's not a problem. Okay. I'm just jotting down a few things, making sure I have all of your information. Okay. Yes, all of these dresses have to be professionally cleaned, so if you need it cleaned, for instance, if you spill on it or anything of that nature, just bring it in. We do usually enchant them with an anti-spill spell. I know, it's a tongue twister. But sometimes, things are out of our hand. Like usually wine is very difficult even for magic to handle. So we ask that you just bring it in here and we'll go ahead and clean it for you. And that's free of charge, so you won't have to worry about that. You're covered, actually, every 6 months you receive a free cleaning, so you can even bring it in here just for the general maintenance of it. These are magical dresses. They're not necessarily cheap, so you want to make sure they're well maintained throughout the rest of the year. So we do offer that service. Yeah. Well, okay. It was a pleasure meeting you today, and you have all of my contact information, so feel free to give me a call or shoot me over an email if you need anything. And the dress will be ready for you in plenty of time, and yeah. Okay, well, great. Well, you take care and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.